everybody, this is Ray. We're going to go over today the intro to Kiss's absolutely huge mega hit off the Destroyer album, Beth. And this is based upon the version that Kiss did in the Kiss Unplugged. Obviously, we don't have a giant orchestra here with all the strings and all that. So I'm just going to go over the introduction. This song is in the key of C. You can find the charts for this all over the internet. So I just want to go, some people would ask me about doing a tutorial on the introduction of this song, and that's what I'm going to do today. So it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky, but not too bad. So I'm starting up at the 10th fret on the first string here, and what I'm doing is I have my hand in a position where I'm going to pick with the thumb, and then I'm going to pick thumb index or thumb pointer, middle and third finger, ring finger, for that opening chord there that I'm playing. Okay, and I'm using, obviously here for this, you probably have been able to tell, I'm using a low G on this particular song, okay, to get that lower. But you could do this on a high G as well. So the first part of the song there is, like I said, at the 10th fret on the first string, I'm fretting down, I'm using my third finger, and I'm just playing this picking pattern, thumb, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then I go into what we call double stops, and I'm playing here at the first string on the 8th fret and the second string on the 10th fret. So it's 8, 10, okay, if you can see right there. So I'm going to play coming down, that's one formation, and then the second formation is much easier. This is going to be at the 7th and 8th fret, and I'm using my first finger and middle finger there, starting at the 7th fret. So the beginning, once more, to go back a little bit. Okay, so there's two different shapes there, the 1, 3, and the 1, 2, and then another 1, 3 at the 5th and 7th fret. So 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, and then another 1, 3. So the last 1, 3 is on the 3rd and 5th fret, and these are the 1st and 2nd strings only. 1st and 2nd. So it's 1, 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 3. Okay, and like I said, only on the 1st and 2nd strings. So from the beginning, back up here on the 10th fret, and then I'm going to do that twice. And the last time I do that picking, I'm going to skip the 2nd string. So the first time I do all the strings, and then I immediately grab that double stop. And that's the part you'll have to practice and just isolate that. I would just practice until you get that comfortable with your picking. Practice that, and then just keep practicing the double stops. And what I'm doing with those is I'm using my index finger and my thumb, and I'm kind of plucking those. I'm not strumming that. Okay? So work on that part. So let's go continue on. So we go to the beginning. And then when I do, I let off and just pluck the open first string. And then I'm going to grab a D minor chord. So watch that again. Now, keeping with the picking there, what I'm also doing, I'm actually plucking my thumb on the last string and then the first string with my index finger. And then I'm in the D chord, holding the D chord. So I'm doing alternating, plucking those two open, and then thumb, thumb, index, middle, then index, thumb again. Okay, let's go from that far. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then a G chord. And I'm once again plucking, doing this the low open fourth string along with the first string. So what I'm doing with that G chord is I'm playing simultaneously the first and last string, and then I'm playing the second string, I'm plucking it with my index finger. So that I'm going, and then I'm going to add a suspension on the G chord with my pinky. What that will be on the 3rd fret first string. And then I'm going to slide that up to the 5th fret. So G chord, first and 4th string open, and then go to the 2nd string. So I'm just keeping that pattern, which is 1st and 4th, and then the index on the 2nd string. And I keep going back to that 2nd string. Okay, then the next part's a little tricky because I'm going to go back to that double stop that I originally played, the 1st and 3rd, okay, on the 8th and 10th frets. So back to the G, and I'm playing those two, just plucking those two with my thumb, and I actually that time did thumb and the middle finger. It can be thumb and index finger, that's fine. Okay, then what we're going to do is a little modification of that opening chord. I'm going to pluck at the same time again the 4th string and the 1st string, and I'm on the 10th fret. So I do a little bit of a variation instead of going from the lowest, which I do in the beginning. I just pluck these two together. Then the double stops again. D minor chord, then a G chord, then the Beth, I hear you calling, and then when you come in with the singing, okay? So let's try this super slow. Okay, so 10th fret, first string. Okay, plucking from our G string, C string, E string to the A string. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beth, I hear you calling. And then you start off with the C chord there, okay? And then the next part, you should be able to handle that next part with the chords. A great chord structure in this particular song. It's just beautiful chords going together. This is one of my favorites, okay? So let's go through over that introduction one more time. So, okay, here we go. And this is a variation here of a C chord. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's all to it. So if you're working on this, I break it down section by section. Get that opening picking. And then just practice the double stops. That's going to be your trickiest and hardest part to get those. And just do what I'm doing. When I practice the tricky things, I just keep going it over and building that muscle memory. So the next part, a D chord. So once again, the last string and the first string together at the same time. And then you fill in the inner strings with your picking. And then go over this part with the G, which is a lot of stretching. And then that double stop. And then back to your beginning with the variation. Okay? That's all there is to it. I hope this helps. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and if you have any questions or comments about the song, put them in the comments below and I will gladly help you out. If there's any particular other songs that I did within my YouTube channel, especially in regards to the licks and the solos and things like that, if you would like for me to go over that, please just put that also in the comments and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. So everyone have a great day, and just want to show you my hat. Yeah, so Kiss fans, yes. All right, everybody have a great day, and I will see you soon. Rock on.